Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the UDA chairman, Joshua Muthama, was on an interview at TV47. And during that interview, Muthama has pointed out the new plan in UDA party ahead of 2027 general election. And for those who got time to listen to Muthama, you will discover that there is plan in UDA party to go into 2027 general election as a single political party and not a coalition. Remember, to win this 2022 election, UDA had to go into a coalition with the Amani National Congress, Ford Kenya Party, then other small party joined. If you remove ANC and Ford Kenya from UDA or Kenya Kwanza, I can tell you that Railaodinga would be president today. Because, of course, Ruto was ahead of Railaodinga with 230,000 votes. And if you count this vote he got from Bungoma and a part of other votes, zilinyakuliwa hapa, Vihiga kidogo, Kakamega kidogo, Busia hivyo. So ikika pamoja, Ruto managed to get about 600,000 votes in Western region. So the plan is to go into the next election as UDA party. So they are going on a grassroots to recruit people, to have leadership from ground and from grass going upwards ahead of the next general election. That is the position of UDA party according to the chairperson. And he goes ahead to say that in case they will realize later, when they are nearing the 2027 general election, that they are not in a position to win election, then during that time is when they will decide if they will need to go into another coalition. So that means that there will be no Kenya Kwanza coalition in 2027. And the UDA is not folding to maybe form one coalition that will not have either UDA or ANC or Ford Kenya, but they just form as Kenya Kwanza party. So it's just UDA, it's going to remain like that. Because we remember in 2017, President William Ruto together with the immediately retired President Uhuru Kenyatta, they merged their political party, TNA, and URP to form Jubilee Party. But in the first beginning on 2013, they came as a coalition. So that is not what is going to happen in UDA party or in Kenya Kwanza. They're just going simply to resolve everything and stand as a UDA party, maybe because they are focusing on the number that they are having as of now. So I wanted to listen to Muthama shortly, and after this we want to understand the position of Musalia and Wetangula in Kenya Kwanza ahead of next general election. Listen to Muthama.
With friendly parties who were sympathetic to us, and we were sympathetic to them. We formed a coalition. The coalition went to the elections and won the elections. The coalition is still there, intact. But what we are saying is this: God willing, come 2027, we want to go to these elections of 2027 as a political party. Yes. Not one united, no, as a political party known as UDA. So our election will be about the party now. And that is why we are conducting the elections up to the grassroots, to make sure that we have recruited now people from the grassroots.
And therefore so you're open to have these other parties that are under Kenya Kwanza.
I'm coming to that.
Okay.
So once that is done, anybody who feels that he or she wants to form their own party and join UDA, person is willing, the doors are open for that person to do that, or that party to do that. But us, we don't want to coerce, we don't want to push, we don't want to force anybody to do that. Kenya is the democratic country. If we get to 2027 and we realize we cannot win alone, there will be options of again forming maybe another coalition. This coalition does not last. Right. You remember we had called coalition, it died before 2017. Then we had NASA. NASA died before 2022. So
and you believed in Kenya Kwanza, which is...
Now, as I said, we want to look into the fate of Musalia and Wetangula in Kenya Kwanza, because we are all aware that Kenya Kwanza formation was achieved because ANC for the Kenya and UDA came together. And in fact, the owner of Kenya Kwanza is Musalia Mudavadi. So on this page today, we want to check on the fate of Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula in the next general election and in Kenya Kwanza government as of now. Do they stand a chance, and what is their political future? That is what we want to analyze. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request. You might be watching this channel but you're not subscribed, so my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give our video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, having listened to the UDA chairman, Johnson Muthama, there's no any other way we can put it. But we can simply conclude and say that UDA party is on the journey to dump ANC and Ford Kenya party. Therefore, the only option that Ruto is pushing to have as of now or in the near future is either Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula to form their political party and join UDA party, not form Kenya Kwanza party. As simple as that. It's either you are in UDA party or you are not with me. So they will have to make an informed decision if they are ready to follow their political party and join UDA party. Now as just members. Or if they will get out of Ruto's government and then contest on their own. And this strategy did not start yesterday nor today. It is something Ruto worked on some time back. Because as of now, as things stand by, going by Kenyan constitution or law, there's no way you can be the Speaker of the National Assembly or Senate and then you continue to be the party leader over any political party. So that alone make Wetangula to resign from the position of Ford Kenya party leader so that he can serve in capacity of the Speaker of the National Assembly. Unaona tayari, they have fixed Wetangula. But remember, this is a man who delivered to William Ruto overwhelmingly with more than 300,000 votes. Second thing, for you to become a CS, you don't need to be a party leader of any political party. And this can be explained even at some time back during the formation of DAP party. Remember, DAP party, the owner is Eugene Wamalwa. But because Eugene Wamalwa was holding to the position of CS for Interior, he could not register any political party and become the party leader. For that reason, they had to bring in Wamunyinyi, the former Kandui member of parliament. Wafula Wamunyinyi. Wafula Wamunyinyi was just there as a clone to act on behalf of Eugene Wamalwa as the party leader of DAP party. Eugene Wamalwa is the party leader. But you see, he could not serve in that capacity, but he was working behind the scene. Eugene was the one who was even sponsoring the candidate, even facilitating them with the resources to manage their campaign. And Peter Selassie, the Mias East member of parliament, can testify to this. He even said it openly. So that means now Musalia Mudavadi is going to take over the role of Prime Cabinet Secretary. That means he has to resign from the ANC party leadership so that ANC will now have the new leadership in place. That alone, you have clapped Musalia Mudavadi. So it's a strategy to force these two leaders to follow their political parties and join UDA. And this begs the question, what is the future of Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula in 2027 and going forward 2032? If you follow your own political party, you are in danger. Check on how William Ruto suffered to form UDA party and the kind of money he pulled to revamp UDA party after President Uhuru Kenyatta destroyed Jubilee Party. Look at that. So it means you need a strong person with a proper strategy and enough resources to revamp a party. And if you cannot, you should build what you have going forward. Remember, ANC lost immensely in this election. Their members dumped to Ford Kenya ODM party. They lost in a bigger way. From 14 members of parliament, now they have 8. Then you fold. Where are you heading to? So in simple terms, Ruto is trying to kill Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula politically ahead of 2032 so that he can hand over power back to Mount Kenya region, either to Gachagua or another candidate who will be there. As simple as that. Because once you join this government in 2027 and you don't have a party, then where are you heading to? Where will you negotiate in the near future? On which political party and how? Thank you. See you in our next video.